Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy D and Hype coming back to you guys with a brand new video. I hope you guys are having a great day so far. In today's video, what we're going to go ahead and doing is, as you guys know, Treyarch released a tweet on their Twitter account that pretty much showed everything multiplayer beta-wise, whether it was specialists, game modes in the actual multiplayer, whether it was the maps, info about the maps, and we're going to be covering all that today. But before I go any further into today's video, please remember, if you guys are brand new to the channel, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. You guys will always be notified about Call of Duty Black Ops 4 news and gameplay. Whenever the beta actually does come out, you already know I'm going to be grinding this game out as much as I can, having you got the gameplay out for you guys as much as I possibly can. So if you guys want to go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you guys are always notified when that stuff comes out, go ahead and do that now. And also, if you guys do want to enjoy this video, go ahead, drop a like, be very, very much appreciated, or you guys can wait to the end of the video. It's all up to you. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into it. So in this video, you guys will probably hear my mouse clicking in the background because I do this all in just one quick thing. So I read off pretty much the whole thing, and we just kind of go from there. So starting out, it just says, here is what you need to know about the beta. It says the details. First, let's take a deep dive into the maps. You may have seen some gameplay footage from the 4 playable maps at E3. You'll have to access those maps, as well as some new experiences. So it says here 4 maps, which are Frequency, and Frequency is a convert listening station deep in the mountains region of Hunan province and is being used to track strategic targets across the globe. Next up is Contraband. Contraband is a surveillance of an international arms smuggling operation, which has undiscovered the shipping hub on a remote, and it is on an uncharted island off the coast of Colombia. Next up is Seaside. Seaside is an anti-government protest in this quaint coastal Spanish town, grew out of control and forced a military shutdown. That was actually, I think, the map that I told you guys in a previous video that I said kind of reminds me of Just Cause 3, the whole Colombian-style city. Next up comes Payload. Payload is a defensive ICBM launch facility deep in the Iceland mountain region, which has been infiltrated by hostile forces attempting to steal a nuclear warhead. It says here that for the beta, we have added 2 additional maps, bringing the total for this weekend's beta to 6 maps. Hacienda is a lavish vineyard estate situated on a quiet lake in the Spanish countryside, home to a high-ranking crime syndicate boss. Next up is Gridlock. Gridlock is a Japanese metropolis whose city center has been jammed up by a bank heist gone wrong. Those maps actually sound really interesting. And next up on here, it says that these maps will feature several fan favorite and new game modes organized into a handful of players, which will be updated throughout the beta. Here are the playlists and game modes that will be available. It says that Control will be in there, and Control is our signature new game mode designed to bring out the best of tactical specialist gameplay. Next up is Chaos Team Deathmatch, which I'm not sure if that's going to be just like the same thing as Team Deathmatch or if it's going to be something new. We'll have to just find out on Friday. Next up is Capture Mosh Pit, which is, this playlist combines our fast-paced favorite objective modes, which is Domination and Hardpoint for palm sweating action. So that's going to be pretty much, if you want like the high intense gameplay, go there. So next up we have Search and Destroy. If you're into slower paced strategic this is one for you. With new specialist weapons and equipment, the tension is palpable. Correct me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. If you guys want to go ahead and read everything that I'm reading right now, link will be in the description, very bottom of the description. It'll be right there. Next up, it says the multiplayer beta is the first time that Search and Destroy and Kill Confirm will be playable in Black Ops 4 beta. It says throughout the beta, new maps, new modes, and new game mode variants will be available at various times. So check back each day because we plan to deliver gameplay elements that will constantly add something new to the mix. So in past Call of Duties, they pretty much just said, here's our beta, and that was pretty much what we had. It seems like this time they're going to be updating the beta those 3 days, and even the next week, and they're going to be pretty much just trying to make the beta more interesting, instead of pretty much just saying, here's our beta, and then making us have to wait to the actual game to pretty much fix everything. It says right here that specialists return to Black Ops 4 with special issue weaponry and equipment that complement one another, creating opportunities for fun and explosive gameplay. The specialists available for playing the multiplayer beta include Ruin, which is special issue equipment, which is a grapple gun and allows user to quickly grapple and zip to locations nearby. So pretty much as you guys saw in the trailer, if you wanted to quickly get across the map, you guys can easily just use that. So instead of overdriving from Black Ops 3, you can just use the grapple gun to quickly just fling yourself to another place. Next up for him is Grav Slam, which is the same thing as the gravity spikes from Black Ops 3, which pretty much describes it as the kinetic device that delivers a lethal blast radius around this point of impact. Same thing as the gravity spikes. Next up is Seraph. Seraph, their equipment is Tac Deploy, which is a deployable beacon that gives your teammates the ability to redeploy to the surrounding area. I'm not really sure what that would mean. Maybe it's like a little UAV that pretty much tells your teammates where the opponents are. Maybe it's what it is. Next up is the Annihilator for their weapon. Same thing from Black Ops 3, a massive high caliber revolver that fires devastating rounds with increased bullet penetration. Next up we have Firebreak. Firebreak's equipment is a reactor core, emits a damaging radiation field that wounds enemies and reduces their maximum health for a time and prevents healing. So I guess it's kind of like Heat Wave, but this time it makes it to where you can't heal and it takes away damage. But in Black Ops 3, all it did was pretty much just stun you and made you completely still for like a good 3 or 4 seconds. For the weaponry, it's Purifier from Black Ops 3. Flamethrower that shoots a steady stream of flame, scorching enemies within close range. Next up we have Battery. Battery equipment is a cluster grenade, powerful explosive grenade that sticks to surfaces and releases munitions upon detonation. So Black Ops 3, as you guys saw the Semtex, it's going to be just like that, but it's going to be a bunch of them pretty much thrown. The weaponry is War Machine, coming all the way through the Call of Duty Black Ops series, and is a high explosive grenade launcher. Next up we have Recon. Recon, their equipment is a sensor dart that reveals enemies within its proximity. I'm trying to think of a specialist from BO3. If you guys can actually think of something, or if I think of something, I'll put it on screen. But if you guys do think of something, leave that in the comments. It'd be very much appreciated so I can kind of like know that kind of stuff. Next up is the weaponry, which is Vision Pulse, which is pulses the map to reveal all the enemies for yourself and teammates. So just like Black Ops 3, the Vision Pulse, it just pretty much goes through the whole map, tells you where all the enemies are, and it's kind of like a cheat in a way. Next up is Torque. Torque's equipment is Razor Wire, which is a damaging and slows the enemies that attempt to cross it. So just like in real life, if you try to cross a razor wire, you're going to cut yourself, it's going to hurt. It's just like in the game, it's going to hurt you, it's going to probably slow you down. Same concept. For the weaponry is Barricade, which is reinforced cover for protection while securing objectives. Built-in microwave field slows and damages enemies. That seems kind of like a force field maybe, so it's going to be like a little bit futuristic stuff. So it's kind of like if you're trying to protect the flag for domination, it's going to be something just like that. Next up we have Crash. Crash's equipment is Assault Pack, which supplies ammo packs that provide bonus score for taking down enemies. So in a way it's going to be like from Black Ops 3 how there was combat focus. It's going to be kind of like that. The weaponry is Tac 5, which is heals and boosts max health for the user and their team. So it's pretty much going to be to where he can just heal up your whole entire team and just go over and pretty much give everyone like a health kit. Kind of like in Fortnite how if somebody goes down, you run over, you give your teammate a med kit or some bandages or some minis. Next up we have Ajax. Ajax's equipment is a 9-bang, which is a tactical grenade that flashes and stuns, which can be cooked for multiple detonations. For the weaponry, it's a ballistic shield, durable transforming defensive shield with a built-in machine pistol. So it's going to be kind of like a cheat where you can just hide behind a shield and easily just shoot. So if you want to pretty much take down the specials, you're going to have a gun that can pretty much just melt the shield, or pretty much you're going to need to have some really good aim and just aim for the hand where the pistol's coming out. Next up is Nomad. Nomad's equipment is Mesh 9, explosive traps that connect to create lethal tripwires. So as you guys remember from Black Ops 3 Nomad, there was the hives. Pretty much same concept, like a trip mine, but this thing's going to just kill you, just like a trip mine would. In Black Ops 3, there was like these little hive pods that bees or something would just come out and just pretty much swarm you. The weaponry is a K9 unit, attack dog that can be commanded to follow you or patrol a designated location. Dude, I loved whenever we could do that in Call of Duty Ghosts. That was just like the dream come true whenever we could actually do that stuff. And I'm so happy that they're bringing that back. Next up we have Prophet. Prophet's equipment is Seeker Shock Mine, which is a deployable tactical that hunts down enemies and shocks them with temporary paralysis. The weaponry is a Tempest, a tactical rifle that shoots electricity charged shock rounds to incapacitate enemies and any squad mates within their proximity. So just like Black Ops 3, same exact concept as the Tempest. Next up, we're going to be going ahead and getting onto some little bit of like kind of just etc. info, which pretty much describes in Black Ops 4 team play is rewarded more than ever, giving all ranges of player styles opportunities to earn powerful score streaks like the strike team and gunship to push your team to victory. Specialists enhance your favorite playstyles to support varying elements of team and objective play. Since this is the beta and designed to test a game in specific ways, we will have gated progression caps as you level up through the multiplayer experience. Lastly, as you navigate through the beta, test out specialist weapons and various team rosters to find the best combination to fit your playstyle and secure wins for your team. That is pretty much all the info that I have for you guys. Remember, if you guys did go on to enjoy any of this info, and if you guys are excited for Call of Duty Black Ops 4, go ahead, do me a favor, drop a like. This is a lot of info to lay out for you guys. It's a lot of info for me to take in. I am so excited for Black Ops 4. This is going to be the time where I just like pretty much go hard at a game, and it's going to be so much fun to play. Remember, if you guys are brand new to the channel, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, it'd be very much appreciated, and also turn on that notification bell, and make sure the notifications are set to all notifications. YouTube wants to be stupid, so go ahead and just have them set to all notifications. If you guys want to go ahead and check out my sponsors, they are down in the description. You guys can go ahead and check it out down there. And also my social medias are down there in the description as well if you guys want to hit me with a follow. But without further ado, guys, it's been Boy Dan Hype. Catch you guys in the next one. Have a great rest of your day. See you guys in the beta. Peace!